eu acabei de dar a minha primeira aula de conversação. Na verdade, não foi bem uma aula, assim, foi mais uma conversa bem informal mesmo, normalmente como a gente faz no Cambly, tá? Era um inscrito aqui do canal, eu convidei o rapaz para vir aqui e a gente gravou um vídeo, a gente ficou mais ou menos uma meia hora falando ali. Foi muito legal, foi bem produtivo, eu vi que eu consigo falar muito melhor do que eu pensava fora do Cambly, né? A gente conseguiu aproveitar bastante essa aula, esse momento ali. Eu falei um pouco sobre minhas experiências com inglês, sobre outros assuntos. Ele também falou sobre o inglês, sobre o curso que ele faz do Mário Vergara e tal. E foi, sim, foi uma conversa bem legal, bem produtiva. A gente conversou mais ou menos ali uns 30 minutos, 30, 40 minutos mais ou menos. E é isso, cara. Acho que foi bem legal, foi bem proveitoso. E eu vou deixar para vocês agora aqui acompanhar, beleza? E também ele é do canal Multiverso dos Assuntos. Eu vou deixar o link aqui embaixo para vocês, se quiser dar uma olhada lá. Ele também fala sobre inglês, sobre as experiências dele. Então eu vou deixar o link aqui na descrição. E também já deixa o like nesse vídeo aí, se inscreve, compartilha e vamos para a aula. Valeu!
I've been studying English for the past 1.5 years. I don't know exactly, but I begin with a personal teacher for I think 1.5 year, something like that, and then I decided to just study alone, and after that I entered to the Cambly, so I think Cambly, I improved a lot with Cambly, because I can speak with people all of the world. But one thing I a little bit difficult is the accent, because one day you speak with people from Australian, and then the Ireland, and then uh, um, I forgot the
One
word.
day you have one accent,
Yeah.
other day you have
British
another.
accent, Australian accent, American accent. It's really difficult to understand, But day by day, I get used to it.
Yeah, Cambly, it's very good for we learn so well pronunciation and grammar and many other things in aspects of learning of English. But well, I will make a little introducing myself, okay?
Okay.
I have been studying my history studying English is quite long because I start learn English same that everyone in school. But there I didn't learn anything. But when I start traditional school like this, I start have a base of what is English. But there I didn't have an intention of learning the real English. So I I have more or less 6 months of private professor, and there I learned a lot: grammar, pronunciation, and very much of write. I learned a lot how to write in the in grammar correct grammar. And then I started the course of Mario Vergara. There I learned completely almost of what is I know today. So my learning of English it's about I have been studying English for about 3 and 4 years.
It's a good time to learn
Yeah,
English.
it's a lot of
You
time.
said that you learn grammar, Yeah, I think it's really important because with grammar you can speak from, how can I say, uh, right way, and can speak and can write some texts, I think I'm better speaking than writing, because I don't study so much grammar, I think my grammar is not good.
My grammar it's so bad too.
Because
And I think that grammar is a point relative. Why? When you practice grammar, you come with how can I say this? It's not the essential of learning of English. The essential is pronunciation, listen, and that things that you use on every day. Grammar, we have to learn because we have to say the right way, but it's not the essential for speak because when you are here in America, Australia, you are listening the right way of say. So that you are maybe or almost learning grammar if you think that way.
Yeah, yeah,
So
I agree with you because I think that the most important thing is to be able to communicate, you know, because I mean, uh, people's from the how can I say countryside, uh, then they learn to speak and they most of the time don't study grammar, you know. They know nothing about
they
grammar,
learn in
but
the natural life.
yeah, yeah, yeah. They are able to communicate, you know. I mean, sometimes they will speak something wrong, but the people are understanding that, you know. So I think it's the most important thing.
Back in my time learning English, I think that's the bigger problem of my history learn English is the technique. Because traditional school, what you learn grammar, grammar, grammar.
Yeah.
They think that grammar you make you fluent in 1 year, but they have proof that didn't make people learn the real English. And when I started the private professor, I started to learn the real English in practice, not grammar, but the real English. And then I started to learn with my Vega. If I started with my Vega since the beginning, I was quite time before fluency.
You say about Maria Vergara. How was the course? It's a good course and not good course. How you feel like studying through them?
I think that the course my Vega is for everyone that have I want to learn the real English. If how can I say, if you don't want to learn English, it's not for you. But if you really want to learn the real English, this course is for you. Many people say this technique is not so good because he not aboard the grammar. But the real English is not grammar, only grammar. In there, he teach you listen, first thing listen, and then grammar, they taught too, and how to write, okay, and all that need for have a normal life in United States, Australia, England, and other countries that speak in English.
Yeah, I understand. And do you have how can I say a conversation class in the this course?
Conversation, no. There is the problem
Yeah, it's a big
because
problem.
we have very crews that have conversation there, but they recommend you use ChatGPT to practice. But I think that for you learn the real learn, you have to practice how we are doing now. So I think that's a huge problem of the course. I think that they have to correct this and put conversation lessons. But take out this, it's a very good course.
Yeah. Uh, and what do you do for practice your speaking in your day? You use speaking alone, create a dialogue and speaking. How was that?
I use that app that I post time before, Practica, that is a AI that you practice conversation, 10 minutes, that is the maximum. Then I make Anki there. I practice my listening. I can use words, phrase that I can consolidate my listening in my brain. So these two things help me the most, but not only this. I make two Cambly, but it's very hard that I make. I only make it two times before, but this time is I stopped, but I want to back.
You made a class on Cambly?
Yeah, yeah. I make
Oh,
with a Canadian and American in America.
how you feel about that? You feel nervous? How was that?
No, I feel very quite stressed, but
Nice.
I understand all of that he says. But in the final, uh, he showed some questions that I didn't understand what he wanted to me to do. But out of that, I understand very well that he say, and that were amazing for me, seeing that my learn it's not being, how can I say, it's, how can I say this, it's very, it's being available.
Okay. I think that Cambly is good to practice your pronunciation, your speaking, um, and whatever. But I think not so good because uh, the conversations always the same.
Yeah,
At
I
least I,
think
I
that
I
they
feel that,
have
because
they have
yeah, what do you do for a living, where are you from, what is your name, the conversations always are the same. It's I don't
you
like so much.
your vocabulary stay the same. You don't ampliate. I think that they have to make like kind of that kind kind of you have a conversation with this professor and he have a purpose for this conversation, a conversation about cars, a conversation about daylight, objective conversation, not always the same like you are saying. This is it's not enjoyable for the listening. You have to update your vocabulary. With this, you don't update. It is very bad. But out of this,
Yeah, yeah. All the time when I was speaking on Cambly, I wanna, I think, I wanna try to speak randomly, but oh man, they're all always the same conversation. Even I trying to make a different conversation, but it's follow always the same thing. So I think. I put myself in exposure in YouTube and looking for another people to take a conversation. Like because I think when we take a conversation with people uh, look like the same age, I think the topics, the conversation are the same. I think it's better.
yeah, yeah. Change a little bit the accent. I have one question for you. How long have you been posting videos on YouTube?
Oh, I think my first video on YouTube was when I traveled to São Paulo, because I think one of my dream was living in the United States. So I have to travel to São Paulo to make my visa. With my passport. You know what I mean? And I went
Yeah, yeah.
there. I stay. I think 3 days. I don't know exactly, but I think 3 days more or less. And I went there make my visa, but I was denied. It's a bad thing. But I
And
record
then
the
you,
yeah.
you didn't went to United States.
Yeah, I can't because my visa was not accepted. Maybe in the future I will try again to go there. It's one
Certain,
of my dreams.
of
So
course.
when I went to São Paulo, I went to the stadiums of football, and I record
Yeah.
the support and another places and post there, and after that I post a second video speaking about the process, the process about my visa. Yeah, I mean I started to learn English because of that, because I wanted to go to the United States, but my visa was denied, So I think yeah, I need to keep studying English, because
Yeah.
yeah,
I think that study English, we we can't stop because we always have to something to learn. So you like it somehow.
yeah, I like it. I like. I mean, I prefer my city, because I live in
You are
Florianopolis.
from South, yeah?
Yeah, yeah, because man, how can I explain that? Because Florianopolis have everything that you need, the nature, the beaches, the uh, big city, part of big city, and man, more high
It's
quality
yours
of
here.
life.
You
Yeah,
born there and you love it.
yeah, yeah. I was born here. Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's São Paulo. It's more. It's really agitated all of the
Yeah,
time,
yeah.
and
It
I don't know. I don't
has
like
to
that.
you are right, man. It's stress on make it difficult our life. So better life is with the nature, beats that you can in the weekends have a normal life for the human. No stress life on the traffic, uh, swearing for the other people. It's a sad life.
Yeah, yeah. Because I think Florianopolis is the best city of the country because when I wanna go to the part more agitated, I have that, When I go to the beach, I have that. When I go to the nature, I have that. So São Paulo is no just the stressful places, and I don't like.
Yeah. I hear that you are learning guitar. Is that right?
Yeah, yeah, my guitar are here,
Very
but
nice. I have one here. Let's see if you know this brand.
nice, nice. Do you know how to play? You are good.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, nice, nice. Tell me about that.
Well, I started learn guitar when I was 11, about 10, 11 years old. And I started with a private professor. There, I stayed more or less 1 year, and I stopped because of the pandemic, COVID-19. And then I started to learn by myself. I I don't know I'm on camp, but I know very music, fingerstyle. So my learn is based on learning by myself.
And you like to play guitar?
Yeah, I like
You
very
you
very
can
very
you
much.
can sing well.
No, no, my
No?
voice is not very good.
Yeah, I think my voice is really bad as well.
How long you have been studying, learn guitar?
It's not so long time. I think 1 month, 2 months. I'm trying. It's really difficult to learn. I'm trying to learn through the Cifra Club channel.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying
I
to
learned
learn
very
through
music
the
there.
yeah, but it's really difficult. I learned just one music.
So it's normal. Sometimes it's quite stressful, very difficult to learn,
Yeah, it's
but
hurt
we
the fingers. Yeah,
it's like the English. We won't have to keep in practicing. So don't give up.
yeah. I think all of the things is it's a journey, because uh,
Yeah.
I mean, today, yesterday I didn't speak in English. Today I can speak in English, but I can speak in English, but I have a lot of things that I don't learn. I I I s- I still need to learn. So it's a long journey.
It's like math. You don't. Very people say I don't like math. It's not that you don't like math. You have to know a way that make math be a way of you start if we have stay happy with the learn. If you study something that stay you stressed, sad, you don't like that thing. So you have to make that something that stay you happy.
Yeah, I agree with you, but I hate mathematics.
A lot
Yeah,
of people say that.
I understand you, but mathematics to me
You
it's
understand my point of view.
yeah. I think that when I wanna learn something different, uh, we need to include that thing in our life, in every day, putting something in English or about guitar and whatever.
We have time. We're going to 10 hours o'clock. It's okay?
Yeah, it's okay. Uh,
Okay.
I wanna know one thing. Why you are learning English? What is your goal with English? You wanna travel? Wanna make money?
It's 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 kind of, how can I say the word? How can I say, it's kind of the same of the most of people want to enter in the technology area. I want to travel to United States, maybe live there, and because I like learn new language. And when I say I like learn new language, in the next year I will learn Spanish and then French, and after this I don't know what language I will study, but I will think. But it's because I like it, because I want to travel, and because of job.
Yeah, you
I
wanna be a
think that
polyglot.
the I think that learn English is separate of words of most of people that will work in some areas.
Yeah. You said to me wanna learn Italian, Spanish. That's right.
And
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think it's really important because when we learn a new language, it's open a lot of doors in our life. And when I started to study English, at the same time I started to learn Italian. But man, I need to work. I need to learn English. I need to learn Italian. It's a lot of things to study. So I decided to stop with
my
Italian.
routine it's very agitated too. I
Yeah,
work, I study, I have to take care of my dog. It's lot of things, but we keep learning because in the future it will be, how can I say the word, uh, in the future it will be good for us.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, in that moment, I decided to focus on English, you know. And when I get fluent, more fluent in English, I wanna I wanna learn another language. Maybe I think Italian. It's a really beautiful language, you know.
Yeah, yeah, it's very beautiful. Mamma mia. So today you will watch the game of Brazil.
Yeah, I watch. Oh man, I don't like that team. You know, the actual team, but I think they are bad. But I will watch because I like
The game
football.
is against who?
Against I think Paraguay.
Paraguay.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know exactly,
It,
but I
it,
think
it's a little bit strong.
yeah, yeah.
And
I hope
if this,
they I hope they win the that game. You know.
I think that if this team is bad that you are saying that are they won't win the game.
Yeah, yeah, I hope so. I hope they win the game, you know, because man, I think the actual team was the worst team that I ever seen, you know. But let's see what happened.
Let's see. I only will be you see the result. I don't like to watch. You have to be patient.
Yeah, 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 exactly. Man, what is your football team in? I mean, where are you from? I don't think if you said to me.
It's an important question. I born in Bahia, Salvador,
Okay.
but always in my childhood I lived in São Paulo.
Oh, okay. The central São Paulo or
Yeah, yeah.
ah
Quite stressful.
stressful. Yeah, yeah. I can imagine. And how can I say? What team you support right here?
What?
What is your football team that you
It's
support?
a good question. I think that I like Bahia. It's in the third position in the table, so we keep with Bahia.
Bahia is the
But my dad like Palmeiras, so if you be go
okay.
with the genealogy, I'll go with Palmeiras.
Have you ever visited the Allianz Park?
No, no, no.
Oh yeah, I
I
visited.
don't have this pleasure. And today, the persons are too bad, man. You see in television, in the reports, people are engaging in battles, screaming with each other. It's a confusion, and it's not today in the days that we live together or society. It's that, how can I say, you have fear of go in certain place because of the bad thoughts of the other peoples. But I didn't go because of that. This is one point that we have to. You already did. You
Yeah,
did.
and I think the support of the Palmeiras, Corinthians, São Paulo, the how can I say, really big stadium and really big supporters. You know, uh, it's a man. How can I say? Uh, I went to a match in São Paulo, Morumbi. They have 15,000 people in the stadium. It's a lot of people, you know. It's they are so
It's
really big.
very very much.
Corinthians, Palmeiras, São Paulo, because Here in Florianopolis, I support Figueirense. You know, so, I don't know if you know. You know,
What? What team?
Figueirense team here in
Never
Florianopolis.
heard about
Let me write to you.
Figueirense.
Yeah, it's from third division.
Mm.
Yeah.
Do you
And
like the team?
do you know Havaí?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, the rivals, you know, from
Okay,
Florianopolis.
then.
But the supporters from here, uh, Havaí and Figueirense, not so big, you know. The stadiums of Havaí and Figueirense, um, 20,000 people, you know, not so big than Morumbi, Itaquera, Allianz Park, you know.
Yeah. I have one last question for you. What is your hobby?
My my hobby, I think, and in that moment, I think English. Before, I
English.
think in the past, go to the gym, you know, but I stopped with the gym and focus on my business, on English, you know.
You work editing videos?
I work like a video editor, yeah.
What kind of works do you make? You edit like the videos of Daniel Penin?
Oh, it's really
Or no?
difficult. Really difficult. I think Daniel Penin. It's not just
One
one.
editor, it's
Yeah.
a
It's
group.
a group of editing. You know, one uh, one people make the cuts, and another people are motion graphics, and another people make the text. You know, it's a I think it's a big group.
Nice. It's a good work. So man, is this today? It's a pleasure having you here. And we can speak another time if you want. So I think that is it.
Yeah.
You have
It's
one more thing to say?
I think it was a good conversation, you know, and I hope to see you soon because I like this conversation. And I think it's important to put your English in action, you know, because uh, when you expose yourself to speak in English, you get more confident to speak, you know. So I
In your mind, it starts to talk in English because today I don't anymore translate the words. But if I don't know one word and I forget, my mind starts to think in Portuguese. How can I say this word in Portuguese? I start to think and search this word in my mind. I and if I can find out. If I can't find this word, I have to make another structure with another word. But I think that we start to think in Portuguese when we don't say what we have to say. But when we know what we have to say, our mind,
Yeah, how you said, it's a long journey, you know. Um, if I think if you expose yourself every day in English, with the along of the time, you uh, less stressful, more comfortable to speak. You know, it's a process. Just enjoy the
and
process. Yeah.
it's logical what you said about Cambly. But I think that it help a lot staying confident and it help you learn new vocabulary because you have different professors and they have different vocabulary. So only with this we can learn new words. But it's like that we talk about that it's only a kind of conversation.